Is relapse inevitable? I had a message from a viewer, or question message, from Nickelodeon saying they don't know anyone who's managed to get clean or sober first time round and make it last. So, is relapse inevitable? Do we all have to? And the short answer is no. I do know people that have got it from their first time of trying. And I've got a view on this. My general view is that those people that do get it first time have probably gone through worse situations for longer and hit their worst rock bottom before reaching for help. So the question is, what is it that stops people asking for help, from realizing what's wrong? And I think about, obviously I think about myself. I do obviously think about other people to put it in perspective. And for those of you who haven't already heard this, my story was that when I first came into recovery, when I first asked for help, I'd been a top-up drinker. So I was kind of drinking pretty constantly every day. Not like, it wasn't work all day, get home from work, get smashed at home, or it wasn't go through the week, have a massive bender weekender. For me, it was like pretty constant. I built up to it over time, but it was like wake up in the morning, quick drink of vodka, have a bottle of soft drink in my bag, sip it throughout the day. Come home or go to the pub after work or go see friends after work and drink a little bit more. And then in the evening, it would be drink a little bit more to help me get to sleep. So it was kind of like just a constant intake of alcohol with its little peaks and troughs. Went on for years. So for me, the only real negative impacts it was having on my life was, yes, my mental health was getting worse. Yes, I was lethargic. Yes, I was having sick days at work, that kind of thing. My tolerance to alcohol was getting very high. I was physically dependent on alcohol, so the amount I had to drink on that constant level went up to stop me having the shakes, etc. But when I had that moment of, right, I need help, it wasn't because I hit a rock bottom and it was catastrophe and disaster and I'd lost everything. I still had my job, still had friends and family. I wasn't being hospitalized. I wasn't going, committing crimes and ending up in prison cells, jail cells, police cells, whatever. I just felt I'd lost my way and I had to tweak these little things and I'd be all better. So I went into the local drug and alcohol services and I said, I need a detox. Just need to make some tweaks and I'll be fine. Then spent 3 years relapsing, with everyone getting worse, with more severe repercussions. Ended up in rehabs, hospitals, managed to stay out of the prison cells. But things got worse. Had to stop working. It was having bust-ups with friends. Not physical bust-ups, but arguments. Falling outs. Whereas the kind of people that get it first time that I know of are the ones who maybe have lost a lot, who have hit a catastrophic rock bottom. They've lost the family, the job, the friends, the home, the health, ended up in prison, whatever. Something big has happened. They've hit a crashing rock bottom. Which brings us back to the question, how come they didn't realise sooner? How come they didn't try sooner? How come they didn't recognise the problem or admit to the problem? How comes the denial held on for that long? How comes they didn't feel they could ask for help before then? Oh, it's painful and it's hard. You think, why didn't you ask for help when you lost a job the first time? Why didn't you ask for help the first time the wife kicked you out the house? Why didn't you ask for help the first time you ended up in hospital? Why didn't you ask for help the first time you ended up in a prison cell? But it's kind of like me in recovery. How comes when I first asked for help, I didn't ask for full help? Why did I just think I had to change a little bit? It's because I thought that I had learnt from what I'd been through. I thought the mistakes I'd made were enough to then improve from. I thought that because I recognised that I was physically dependent, I thought the only thing I had to fix was the physical dependency. I thought if I had that detox and then just maintained a normal level of drinking, that I'd be fine, that I could socialise. I put myself in the shoes of that person who's been chucked out of the house. They just say, right, well, what I need to do is I need to get forgiveness from my partner and be accepted back into the house and just not go to those depths again, because everything up to then I was fine. I just need to not do that again. And each time we get a little bit further down the road, we just think, we just need to climb back up that far. But no, it was a fundamental change that was required. We all had to hit our rock bottom. So it does exist. Those unicorns of people that suffered through hell until they asked for help, and when they asked for help, the floodgates opened and they suddenly realised they could get help. They could accept help. There was a solution. If they followed that, they wouldn't just be going up one rung of the ladder. They'd be going all the way back up to the top with a new outlook and perspective on life to enjoy and flourish on. Yeah. Wish I was one of those. Actually, I don't know, do I? Do I wish I'd had it worse before I'd gone into rehab or asked for help? Would it have been better if rather than going into the drug and alcohol place in December 2018, would it have been better if I'd hunkered down in my shell, started going on binges, missed work for a month and said, screw it, I'm just not going to go back, I'm just going to blast through, let's say half my savings, because that's what I would have said to myself. I would have said, Robin, you're done with work, you don't need that job, have a bit of time off, blow out, let's spend some of your money, because I had some savings. I could have just done some travelling, gone around the world, probably ended up getting arrested in multiple countries. Maybe trying some experimental drugs in South America. I don't know. Something. Lost all my shit. Come back, realised I'd spent all my money. Been screwed, lost the house, lost the job. Had to move with my parents way back then. Somehow get churned into a rehab somewhere, or just go to real rock bottom real quick. Might have done it quicker than 3 years. And that'd be the only reprieve. Would I save some time? Would I have had would I be a little bit further along my timeline now? I don't know. Ugh. Or am I okay where I am? Because the path I took meant that I ended up going to One Northeast for 2 years. It meant I had that great set of friends around me. Many of them I still know today. I see them regularly. We've got that shared history. I wouldn't have met the counsellor I have now because she was the counsellor at One Northeast. She's now my personal counsellor. She's the one who really gave me the belief that I could go into counselling. She recommended me to train where she trained. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have the involvement with the local drug and alcohol services that I do. They wouldn't have recommended me to go and do my placement counselling with their sister centre in Barking and Dagenham. I wouldn't have this flat to be able to do this YouTube channel. I probably wouldn't have Gray. I wouldn't have Gray. So no. I would rather have done it this way. Actually, I don't know. It might be. I don't know. It's what ifs I don't have the answer to. Oh. But yeah, this went down a rabbit hole. All I meant to say was, yeah, there's some people that don't relapse, but it's been an interesting one. I quite liked it. So thanks for sending me down that rabbit hole, Nickelodeon. I hope I answered the question. I hope I said something in there that you appreciated. Yeah. All right. That's all for now.